Right, okay everybody, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Welcome to CrunchFit, another weekly instalment of fitness to get you out those chairs while we're all in lockdown. Today's session is going to be another 3 circuits, 9 exercises again today, but the whole area, the whole focus of today's session is going to be on the core. Now the core is really from just below your ribs here, right down to the just the kind of middle of your thighs. We think it's just the abs in the middle here. It's not. It's the whole area all the way around. So we're going to be doing exercises. 7 of the 9 exercises are all focused on that particular area. The other 2 are going to be a bit more upper body. Hence, that's why you got your, hopefully, either you've got your tins of beans or some light dumbbells, and hopefully you've got a nice sturdy chair that you can use. That's going to be for the first exercise as well. We're going to use that for 3 exercises. So you don't have to use the weights, of course. You can perfectly adequately do the exercises without the additional weights. And I say, if you're going to use them, make sure you hold on to them tightly, because one of the exercises in particular, you're going to be potentially able to let go and throw it around the room. So just be careful with that one. So very much focused on midsection today, folks. 3 rounds. We're going to do slightly longer today as well. We've been doing 30-second sets. We're going to do 36-second sets this time around. So be ready for that one as well. So as ever, let's get on with the warm-up. We'll do a bit of plank after the first initial few minutes, but obviously the warm-up is going to be focused very much on midsection and core as well. So let's get that heart rate up first. As ever, jogging on the spot. If you guys can mute yourselves as well, that would be helpful, so there's no cross-contamination of noise. That would be good. Okay, so let's get those arms out. Just nice small plate-sized circles. Doesn't matter which way you're going round. As ever, nice and upright, shoulders nice and square, and the other direction. Okay, we're going to stop jogging. We'll put our hands, our fingertips on our shoulders. I'm just going to imagine we've got those pencils on the end of our elbows. Create big circles with those elbows. Keep the core nice and tight. And the other way. And jogging again. Hope you're feeling good today. Okay, we're going to do some spotty dogs. So we're going to put one arm, one leg out, opposite arm and leg. Make sure you've got plenty of room around you. No, we're not doing any leg stuff today. It's all about getting the heart rate up. Okay, and jogging. So I've got a few more people joining, it's good. Obviously the session's going to be going out on YouTube as well. Okay, do some running arms. So nice and strong in the body, powerful running arms. This is one of our exercises today, by the way. Okay, and jog. Good work. Do some stars. Arms forward and side, forward and side. And jogging. Okay, do some side bends, reaching up over our heads. Okay, jogging again. Good work, keep nice and upright. Everything pulled in nice and tight, good stuff. Trunk twists. Again, keep that belly button pulled in, not too far around in the warm up. and jogging. Yeah, getting a bit warm out there. Extravagant derobing there, somebody. Is that Jake? Okay, so let's get the knee up and twist to the elbow. Get those hip flexors working. Get the knee nice and high. Up on the tiptoes and the top of the movement. And jogging. Okay, let's do 5 sit-ups then. So I'm just going to lay on the floor, heels on the ground, and just elbows to your knees, keeping your heels down. Just 5 gentle sit-ups. Again, keeping that core nice and engaged while you're doing that. Back on your feet then, when you've done your 5. Okay, next one's some good mornings. So we're going to measure that bar across our hips and just leaning over the bar and just lower back exercise just to get the lumbar region just nicely relaxed. Hamstring stretched out a little bit. Couple more. Okay, good stuff. Jogging again. Well done, looking good, people. Just do a bit of punching in the air while we're jogging. And punching forward while we're jogging. Okay, good. Right, so we're going to do a bit of plank. But this time, got to listen out for a bit of leg raising and stuff like that. So only 1 minute like we normally do, but it's holding on to that great position. Just set my watch. Okay, are we ready? 2, 1, and go. Now you can do this on your knees or on your toes. Either way, just make sure your elbows are right underneath those shoulders. Belly button's pulled right back in towards that spine. Okay, we're going to raise 1 foot. Don't allow that pelvis to drop. Just hold on to that, hold on to it. And down. And the other leg. Leg nice and straight. Hips nice and level. And down. A few more seconds then. 10 more to go. Hold on to it. Control the shakes. 5 more. Great. And relax. Really well done. That was actually 1 minute and 15 seconds. So for anyone who's not done a plank for more than 1 minute before, really, really well done. You've done 1 minute and 15. Good stuff. So, have a quick drink while I set you up for the circuit. Hopefully, you've got, like I say, a nice sturdy chair or bench that you can use. Now, it needs to be sturdy on the basis it's not going to fall over if you apply weight to it, and certainly it's not on wheels. So it doesn't matter if it's a low bench or a chair, it's entirely up to you which you use. So the first one is an exercise. We don't need any equipment at all. I'll give you some variations on it. We're going to do 36 seconds, like I said before, so that's how I let you know what halfway is. First exercise very much focused on the whole of the midsection. So the full exercise, legs in the air, and you're going to be just doing a basic crunch up to your toes. that's too easy, come up to the side. Try and reach round. If that's too hard, just come with your knees bent and do a normal crunch. Just up to your elbows to your knees. Okay? So 36 seconds of those. Are we ready? 2, 1, and go. Now if you're doing the version with your feet in the air, then you must try and keep your feet right over those hips. It's your lower abs that are doing all the work to keep your feet in the air, but your upper abs are doing the work to reach your toes. Halfway. Good. Really got to work to keep those feet vertical, if that's the one you're doing. A few more seconds. And relax. Well done. That's your first one. Next one you're going to need your stool or your chair for. Tricep dips. So we're going to be working the back of the arms here. A little bit of front deltoids, but mainly back of the arms. So you're going to perch yourself just on the edge of your chair. Now you can do it either with bent knees to support yourself a bit more, in which case that's the movement, or with straight legs, slightly harder. Either way, you're looking to try and keep your bottom as close to the chair as you can and get that nice right angle with your arm, okay? Now, if you haven't done these before, do the bent leg version, and you can just gently use your legs to give your arms a bit of a break if you need to. Ready? And let's go. So it's about trying to find a rhythm. It's about quality of reps, not about the number, unless you can do lots of quality ones, of course. That's halfway already. Just find a rhythm. Can't do the full time, just take a break. And relax, good. Next one is also going to be on your chair. Now, you can either do this without a weight, or you can choose to have your tin of beans or your little dumbbell in between your feet. Now, if you're using a chair, you need to try and make sure that you're not leaning backwards onto the chair. You've got to try and perch on the edge of it. But either way, you're going to sit on the edge of the seat without falling off. Make yourself nice and long. You're going to bring your knees up to your chest. So it's a seated knee raise to the chest. Are we ready? 2, 1, and go. Very much control on the way down, power the knees up, so crunch at the top of the movement, keeping the waist pulled in all the time. Halfway. It's all about lower abs again, this one, and the hip flexors. Good. Relax. Okay, nice. Nice lying down one next. So make sure you've got plenty of room around you. Again, don't have to have the weight, but if you want to, you can put the weight between your feet. Just grab the weight between your two training shoes or whatever. Now, it's almost like you're reclining on the floor. You can use this hand here to stabilise yourself. It's a side leg raise. So you're coming up with those feet to a kind of a side crunch. But you must make sure this hip is pointing to the ceiling and that you're not rocking and rolling or bending forward while you're doing it. It's just a straight leg lift. Are we ready? We'll change sides at halfway. Ready? Go. You can just lift your chest a little bit, top of the movement, just to get extra crunch And you really feel those obliques, the side muscles kicking in when you get to the top. 3 more seconds till we change sides. Change sides. Nice slip change over. Again, just check that body position. Make sure you're nice and long. Keep that hip pointed to the ceiling. Nearly there. And relax. Good. So that was all about the sides. Running arms next. So this is where you might need your tins or your dumbbells again. We did it as part of the warm-up. So we're just going to be working really the shoulder area completely. So nice, powerful sprinter's running arm. Make sure you're getting good lift behind as well as in front. So it's a really powerful arm drive. Ready? When we get to halfway, so you can have one foot in front of the other here. When we get to halfway, change to have the other foot in front as well, just to get the balance right. Ready? Okay, running arms, off we go. Nice and upright while you're looking down the track. So you almost feel like you're lifting yourself off the ground. So much power being generated. And change stance with your feet. Good work. And relax. Okay, I'll say that was all about shoulders. Well done. Now, next one is all about the lower back, glutes, and top of the hamstrings. So again, you can use one of your weights if you want to. Just stick it between your feet. You don't have to use a weight. So you're basically looking down at the floor and keeping the nice neutral neck position here. All you're going to do is lift your feet with the legs as straight as you can off the ground. Hold for a second and then back to the floor. Ready? It's called a dorsal leg lift. Are we ready? And go. Helps to breathe out as you lift your legs up. Pretty sure we might have done this one before. If you started with a weight, it becomes too heavy, just put it away. Just lift your legs. Don't forget to hold for a couple of seconds at the top. 5 more seconds. And relax. Good. Hopefully you really felt that one just at the base of the spine, top of the glutes in particular. Really good exercise for lower back. Next one, sit up and punch. So this is where you imagine you got me and my face right in front of you about here. Don't have to use weights again, but if you have them or your tins, then just put one in each hand. Coming up, punch, punch. Bit of a twist as you're punching, just like a boxer would. Are we ready? Make it a nice powerful punch. Ready, and go. There's a double punch at the top of the movement. Keeping those feet down. Try not to throw the arms before the punch. It's all going to come from the abs. Good. Keep it going. And relax, well done. Nice. So that one's pretty much upper abs and the sides work in there. A little bit of arms. Next one's called wood chop. Now you need to make sure you haven't got any lights in and around where you're going to be working out here. You'll see why. So it's going to be working the sides. So you're going to start down here, down low, and you're going to twist vigorously in both directions. It's almost like you're throwing a hay bale over the fence, and then you change sides halfway, keeping this all pulled in nice and tight all the way through. Are we ready? So you can use a tin if you want to, dumbbell if you want to. For goodness sake, hold on to it. If you don't or can't use a weight, just put your hands together with your two fists together. Ready? And go. It's a powerful movement. Really throw the weight, pull your arms down, and then back up again. Obviously, we're going to change sides at halfway. And change sides. Nothing else so we don't get too dizzy. Come on, put some power into it. Really throw that weight around. Really feel those sides working and relax. Okay, next one is bridges. So again, we're going to be working lower back a little bit. It's definitely the glutes and definitely the hamstrings. Two versions of this. So the less vigorous version is just literally in that bridge position and just pulsing hips up and down, not quite touching the floor. The other version is the same thing, but just with your feet on the top of the chair, just to get a slightly harder angle to that bridge. Entirely up to you which one you do. Ready? And let's go. Either way, most important thing is getting your hips nice and high, and don't spend too long at the bottom. Really keep the contraction, time under tension high. Halfway. Good. So very much a control movement, this one. And relax. So that's your 9 exercises, believe it or not. So have a quick drink. Like I say, a lot of it focused around that midsection area, quite deliberately, just to really hammer it. Been sitting down too long, most of us. I'll give you a minute or so's recovery. You probably noticed that it's not that intense from an aerobic point of view. It's all about the control and muscle power and conditioning the muscles in a slightly different way, but very, very effective. Good, hopefully you're feeling okay. So slightly longer session today in the sense of time, so it won't give you too long to recover. Remember, the first one is sit-ups with legs vertical. Now, if you have appropriate space in your house, then to make it a little bit easier, obviously you can put your feet up against the wall to keep your legs vertical if you find it hard to keep your legs up in the air off their own accord. But word of warning, if you're wearing trainers, you might get in trouble for making marks on the wall. So you might want to think about that. I don't want to be in trouble for that one. I'll be ready. So legs vertical and sit-ups is the first one to do. Still 36 seconds a set. Are we ready? 2, 1, and let's go. As we go through the sets, you'll probably feel just the muscles start to get more and more warm, and secondly, more tired. You'll find it hard to hold that position, particularly on set 3. Try and make sure you've got daylight between your chin and your chest with this exercise. Don't be straining your neck. And relax, good. So next one is sitting dips or tricep dips on the chair. Ready, 2, 1, and let's go. Again, you can do the bent knee or straight leg version. It's about the 90-degree angle with the elbows is the most important thing. You could drive upwards. Well on, team. And relax. Good. Next one, remember, is a seated knee raise, either with or without your weight or tin between your feet. Ready, and go. So remember, make yourself nice and long. Start off with, really powerfully drive those knees up to the chest. Good work. Halfway. Powerful knee drive. Relax. Side leg raise this time. This is with our feet together, laying on our side, nice reclined position, lifting our legs straight out to the side. Are we ready? And go. It's the height with your feet that makes the most difference here. Must have your feet together. Really feel that crunch on the sides at the top of the movement. So halfway, change sides. Nice quick change over. Good. Really power it up. Feel that side. Relax. Feel the sides really kicking in. Running arms next. So have your weights ready if that's what you were using. This is us running down the track like a maniac. And change stance halfway. Ready? And go. Try to keep a right angle with your arms. And halfway. Go on, power it up. Keep it going. All the way down that track. Good. Dorsal leg raise. So laying on our front, weight between your feet if you want it. Make sure we've got plenty of room around you. Ready, and go. Don't forget to hold just for a second or two. Top of the movement. Just touch down, straight back up. Keep looking at the floor. Halfway. Good stuff. Really feel those glutes firing. Lower back muscles. Nearly there, come on. And relax, nice. So, sit up and punch this time. Again, remember to keep those heels down. Nice solid punch in front of you. Ready, and go. Remember to work from the abs in the sit up. Only throw the arms Hitting the punch halfway. Good stuff. Keep it going. Last few. Relax. Wood chop next. Back on our feet. Again, make sure you've got plenty of room around you, ceiling wise. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and chop. Got to really feel those sides working. Change sides. And relax, well done. Bridges to finish this set. Again, you can with or without your chair, entirely up to you. 5 seconds then. And go. Height of those hips, all important. Top of the movement, you're going to draw a straight line really from your shoulders to your knees. That's how high your hips are. Ten seconds left. Good. You can really feel that midsection by now. And relax. Well done, team. Have a breather. Have a quick drink. Apologies if I've got any music going again today. I've yet to research some music that doesn't get me into trouble with copyright for the video. So hence it's quiet at the moment, so probably all you can hear is me breathing too deeply. That's good work. Lots of concentrated effort around this whole area here. One exercise after another, very deliberately designed that way. So you should really be quite feeling it by now. If you're not, make sure this last set is a real monster in terms of hitting it hard. A few more seconds and we'll get going with the final set. Sit-ups with legs vertical is the first exercise, if you recall. So, are we ready? Let's really push ourselves on this last set. It's only 36 seconds every time. You can do this. Really work that core to the best of your ability. Are we ready? 2, 1, and go. Remember to keep that daylight between your chin and your chest. Keeps the neck nice and relaxed. Really reach up for those toes. Halfway, good stuff. Last couple. And relax, well done. Sitting dips on that chair next. Really working those triceps. Going to keep our bottoms close to the chair. Are we ready? 2, 1, and go. Keep that bottom nice and close to the chair. Good right angle with the arms. Try and keep that good rhythm. Last set, make it count. halfway. Good work. And relax. Good stuff. Okay, seated knee raise. Back with your tin of beans or your weight if you want it. Again, make yourself nice and long in the body. 2 seconds. 1 and go. Really powerful drive up with the knees. Halfway. And relax. Side leg raise. So again, put your weight between your feet if you want to. 5 seconds before we go. Ready, and go. Nice and high with those legs. Keep hip pointing to the ceiling. Come on, get there now. And change sides. Let's quick change over. Good. Height with the legs is what matters. And relax. Okay, running arms next. Running down that track. Nice and strong in the body, remember. Nice and upright, shoulders square. 2, 1, and let's go. Change stance with the feet. Got to really drive those arms. Chest high. Right to the line, come on. And relax. Dorsal leg raise. So on our fronts, weight between the feet, if you're using a weight. 5 seconds. And go. Again, remember that hold, top of the movement, just toe tap, then come back down, back up again. It's over halfway. Well done team, keep it going. Really work those glutes, lower back muscles to lift those legs, come on. And relax. Well done. Okay, sit up and punch. 3 more to go, including this one. 5 seconds then. Remember to keep those heels down, knees slightly bent, all coming from the abs. And a go. Good punch. So halfway. Well done, keep it going. Remember not to throw the arms till you do the punch. And relax. Wood chop. Last one of these. Have a nice powerful swing up and then chop down. 5 seconds before we get going. Ready, and go. Come on. Last time we're doing these, really swing it. And change sides. Good. Really feel those sides working. And relax. And bridges to finish. Remember, keep those hips nice and high. 3 seconds. Ready, and go. Come on then. Really work those glutes. Good, come on. Over halfway now. Nearly there. And relax. Well done, people. Well done indeed. That's your 3 circuits done. Excellent work. Have a quick drink and we'll get straight on into the cool down stretches, which obviously going to be focused in and around the core, probably the hamstrings as well. Certainly things like the bridges would have hit the hamstrings too. So let's start the cool down sitting on the floor. Going to spread our feet quite wide, toes pointing north or to the sky. I'm just going to imagine we've got that bar across our laps. I'm just going to lean across the bar, try and keep your legs and knees straight. Just gently pull yourself forward. Just feel those hamstrings, possibly the adductors in here, stretching out just a little bit. Just feel the stretch, that's it, don't need to go any further. Well done, good stuff. Just try and bring that breathing down. Nice and controlled. Well done. Relax that off, give it a bit of a shake. We're going to bring the feet together. Do the same movement. So just reach forward, grab your toes or your shins, whichever you can reach, and just gradually, gently pull yourself forward till you feel those hamstrings stretching. Should feel a slightly different place in the hamstrings with the feet together. Good work. Okay, again we're going to just give a bit of a shake off. We're going to pull those heels into our pelvis. Again, just give those adductors a bit of a stretch out. Sitting nice and upright, nice and forward with the back. Just gently stretch those knees down to the ground. Okay, good work, well done. So we've done quite a lot on the hip flexors, so we're going to give those a bit of a stretch out as well. So a nice one knee lunge. We've done this one before, and just a nice forward and downward pressure with the hips, just to get that nice long stretch across the front. Keep it nice and upright with the body, of course. And let's change legs. Good, really well done. Nice. So on our feet then. Feet slightly more than shoulder width apart. Okay, we're just going to do a nice side bend, hand above the head. Just Stretch off those sides. Done a lot of work on the sides today. So let's just stretch that out just a fraction. Okay, good. We're going to start from the top. We're going to make a big circle with these fingertips. We're going to turn to the side, out, round as far as we can go to the side, round the front, out to the side, back to the top, and keep going in a big circle. 3 in each direction. Again, just pull that tummy in nice and tight when you're at the top. And change direction. Good. Nice controlled movements. When we get back to the top on the third and final one, I'm just going to reach forward and down. Get right down to the floor if you can reach that far, or as far down as you can go. Just hold. And just relax that breathing. Okay, bend the knees, come up, give those legs a bit of a shake. And just a few trunk twists. Again, just to unwind that spine. Do one more spinal stretch after this, and then that'll be you done for the day. Great little core workout for everybody. Okay, last one then. So we're going to do a nice spinal roll. We're going to tuck ourselves up into a nice little ball. I'm just going to roll backwards and forwards about 5 or 6 times. Make sure you don't roll up onto the neck, just up top of the shoulders. Just helps to realign the vertebrae quite nicely. Great. Thanks very much, everybody. Really well done. Thank you for attending another CrunchFit session. It'll go up on YouTube, Heska's Performance, in the next few days or so. Thanks for joining me. See you next week.